Question number 11, Metiria Turei.
Tēnā koe, Mr Speaker, tēnā koutou i te whare. Ko taku pātai tēnei ki te Minister o National Security and Intelligence, e kore a ia e aro atu ki ētahi whakarerekētanga ki te ture, kia tukua ai a GCSB, ki te kohi raraungameta, e pā ana ki ngā tāngata o Aotearoa.
Mr Speaker.
The Honourable Chris Finlayson.
Mr Speaker, on behalf of the Minister for National Security and Intelligence, the government is not ruling anything in or anything out. The Intelligence and Security Committee received the independent report on Tuesday. It was made public yesterday, and we are now seeking advice on all recommendations.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Metiria Turei.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Will he rule out any law changes that will allow the GCSB to conduct mass surveillance of New Zealanders?
The Honourable Chris Finlayson.
Mr Speaker, on behalf of the Minister, the government is not ruling anything in or anything out. The Intelligence and Security Committee received the independent report on Tuesday. It was made public yesterday, and we are now seeking advice on all recommendations.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Metiria Turei.
So can the Minister confirm that the government is now open to the mass surveillance of New Zealanders?
The Honourable Chris Finlayson.
Speaker, on behalf of the Minister, the government is not ruling anything in or anything out. The Intelligence and Security Committee received the independent report on Tuesday. It was made public yesterday, and we are now seeking advice on all recommendations.
Supplementary.
Order. Supplementary question, Metiria Turei.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Will he rule out any law changes that would allow the GCSB to intercept the private communications of New Zealanders?
The Honourable Chris Finlayson.
Mr Speaker, on behalf of the Minister, the government is not ruling anything in or anything out. The Intelligence and Security Committee received the independent report on Tuesday. It was made public yesterday, and we are now seeking advice on all recommendations.
Supplementary.
Order. Order. Supplementary question, Metiria Turei.
Will he rule out? Point of order, sir. I'm asking the question.
Well, I can sense why the disorder is descending on the House, because I imagine if the question is going to be like that, I probably, with most other members of the House, will predict the answer.
Point of order, sir. I'm not responsible for the Minister's answers. If the Minister is repeating his answer, that is his problem, not mine.
That's certainly true. The members...
Thank you.
Order.
Thank
order.
you,
I don't need assistance from Mr Brownlee, though it's always sometimes gratefully received. The member is certainly entitled to continue with her line of questioning. There's no problem there. But if there is some interjection, if it's an unreasonable amount of interjection, I will assist the member. But if there's some interjection, it won't be unexpected. The member can continue with her supplementary question.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Will the Minister rule out proposing any law changes to the spy agencies until the Inspector General of Intelligence and Security has reported back on all of her current investigations?
The Honourable Chris Finlayson.
Mr Speaker, on behalf of the Minister, let me say this. The previous answer applies, but let me also say this, that if she asks nicely, I'm sure that the Minister in charge of the GCSB and the SIS would be delighted to meet with the Green MPs to go through the report.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Metiria Turei.
If the Inspector General of Intelligence and Security finds that the GCSB or the SIS have acted illegally during any of her investigations, will he assure the public that he will then not change the law to make those actions legal, either retrospectively or in the future?
The Honourable Chris Finlayson.
On behalf of the Minister, the question is hypothetical. What I think is appropriate is to await the Inspector General's reports and then a considered response can be given to those reports.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Metiria Turei.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Does he agree with today's Dominion Post editorial that the review has, quote, recommended a huge extension of spies' powers and a very modest strengthening of the oversight system?
The Honourable Chris Finlayson.
On behalf of the Minister, it will be a very strange day when I agree with anything that's said in any editorials written by that particular editor.